Seltzer Kings.
Podcasts.
Google is offering free AI training and tools to U.S. small businesses so they can innovate in ways both big and small. Built by Google experts, the Google AI Professional Certificate equips small businesses with practical AI skills. Through hands-on projects, they can start using AI to get more done and unlock new opportunities for their business. This is a new era of American innovation. Find out more at grow.google/business.
It's not how I do it.
Are you cussing with me?
Don't you cussing point at me.
You know what? I'm not cussing around, old man.
I'll cuss you and the horse you rode in on. Grow up, Veronica.
So? What's the word? How long before we can burn this cussing cane of yours?
Aw, you love me.
No, I just hate mounting cameras.
It's all good. It's progressing. Everything's progressing as it should.
Are you sure?
Well, don't time me in the 40, but yeah. Veronica, I am a prime physical specimen.
So when I headbutt you, you're just gonna dust yourself off?
I suppose so, but why headbutt your father?
Because I just spoke to the owner of this establishment and I know how much we're getting paid for this gig.
No.
There is no George Bailey moment at the end of this story, Dad. When we go belly up, no one's taking up a collection for us.
There's always that law degree. Maybe you can do something with that.
I have 2 more cameras to mount.
My goodness, ladies, gentlemen, and others, guess what it is? It's another episode of Boys Watching Veronica Mars. We're just 2 boys watching every episode of Veronica Mars for the first time, giving our review, our reactions. We are your hosts. I'm Joe Welke.
I'm Vance.
Today we're talking about Season 4, Episode 1, titled Spring Break Forever, directed by Michael Lehman, written by Rob Thomas. The original air date was July 19th, 2019. There is no audience numbers because it was on streaming.
Okay, yeah.
But, yeah, several years after Season 3, several years after the movie.
Yeah.
Spring Break Forever. They brought her back for this. Dusted off the old Veronica Mars title.
Yeah. Yeah.
But before we get into the episode, just a reminder, join our Discord, join our Patreon, patreon.com/boyswatchingbuffy, where we are covering True Blood. And True Blood's getting real fucking wacky these days.
Yeah, we're in the penultimate episode of season 2 of True Blood right now.
Yeah, shit's going down in True Blood. We also have our 50 Shades of Grey summer going on there. So that's fun. And yeah, how are you doing today, Vance?
I'm doing all right. We're recording a little later in the day, so I have already had my Alanna Juicy Peach energy drinks.
Oh, you went Juicy Peach.
So
I'm kicking it old school today. C4 Watermelon Burst, baby. I have one more after this one. I wanted to kick it old school because, this felt like this episode of Veronica Mars was interesting to me.
Okay.
I think as of right now, one episode into season 4, I think this is promising.
I was messaging with friend of the pod, Buffy the Gilmore Slayer. And they were pretty positive about this season.
Okay. Number 1, not a rape case.
Yet.
Yet.
Yet. But Fair.
Breath of fresh air that it's a bombing. Just a nice run-of-the-mill bombing. Like, thank God.
Something that shouldn't traumatize someone that thought their dad blew up in a plane bombing, but sure.
Yeah.
Or lost student to a bus bombing, but sure. Just
I think
casual bombing in Neptune.
I mean, obviously it's being filmed differently too, because this is like over a decade since the last season of Veronica Mars.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it feels darker and grittier, and it works a little better for me. You know what does not work is the new intro song.
We get a new intro song, and only 3 people in the opening credits.
Yeah. They realized their mistake of putting too many people in the intro credits that weren't actually in the show.
So Wallace is in this episode, but he does not get in the opening credits. It's just Veronica, Logan, and Keith.
They heard our complaints.
My complaint wasn't that they were in the opening credits. My complaint was that they didn't use the people in the opening credits in the show.
Well, that's what they were rectifying. They said, all right.
Rectify the other way.
We made the mistake of putting these people in the opening credits, and they're not actually in the show. We're going to only put 3 people in the credits.
How is Wallace not grandfathered into the credits, though?
Percy Daggs, he does not get in.
That's insane.
Yeah. Neither does anybody else, but Wallace is in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, the credits, a awful, awful cover of We Used to Be Friends.
I won't say it's awful, but it's different. It's an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice.
It's terrible.
Before we get into this episode, though, I do have a little bit of follow-up from the Veronica Mars movie that we reviewed last week. Now, there are some spoilers for the movie for people listening that if you haven't seen the movie yet, and you can watch the movie separate from season 4. Like, it won't affect this. Only one thing, but not necessarily. But here's some spoilers for the movie coming up in 3, 2, 1. Now, on that episode, I complained that Gia getting framed in high school felt weird at the same time of already dealing with everything. And apparently the boat incident that kicked it all off happened sometime after high school. Yeah. So that helps. But I think it's still weird because Gia was being stalked by Lucky in high school. So now she's got another stalker in this Stu guy. It's like, it's no way she stays in Neptune either. It just doesn't make any sense. Your ousted mayor father was outed as a pedophile and you stay, and everyone's like, hey, let's just hang out with you because you're cool. You would lose everything. You'd be gone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she would lose everything, but because they were billionaires, like he owned that fast food chain, he owned the baseball team or whatever. She could move wherever she wants. There's nicer places.
And they weren't even living in Neptune until that senior year.
Yeah.
It seemed like. Maybe, I don't know, because somehow he had the softball team, whatever. And another thing, though, is that you mentioned that Mac was working at Mars Investigations at the end.
Yeah.
And she was not. She was just downloading something or doing something on the computer.
Apparently she was doing a hacking job for Veronica. Saw that on the Discord where somebody said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently she could still be at Kane Software.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. Anything else that we have to mention up top? Or are we getting into Spring Break Forever?
Let's get into Spring Break Forever.
Okay. So they're Tarantinoing this story.
This might be my least favorite scene of the episode based off of what happens later.
Yeah. So we start off with Veronica's monologue. We're showing a pier, and Veronica's inner monologue is like, Neptune, I tried to escape and I came back because I'm what this city needs.
Pretty much.
Neptune, I thought they needed a savior. Turns out they needed an enema. But then she starts talking about the Maloof case and the mad bomber of Neptune. It killed 4 people at a motel during spring break, and yeah, this is what brought me back, and this is what I'm doing now, and my God, shit's so dark and so crazy. I wish I wouldn't have started on this case, but you know me. Once I start digging, I gotta keep digging until I find the gold or whatever the fuck she's saying. And then it cuts to 2 days before the bombing, because we see Veronica like in the rubble, or she's doing something else. But then 2 days before the bombing, Veronica is with some other lady. I think her name is Carson, and she's doing an investigation job for her. And it's a typical husband cheating situation. Veronica's got cameras planted all over the place, and this lady also has cameras planted all over her apartment that Veronica is sussing out. She's breaking everything in this lady's apartment, being like, oh, there's a camera in here. Oh, there wasn't one in there, but there's a camera in here. But yeah, Carson's fiance, she's like, oh, can you believe it? This guy's cheating. I'm divorcing him, and I'm only getting $90,000 a month or whatever it is. And Veronica is like, oh, God, this fucking 09er scum.
I mean, yeah, it's an ex-husband.
Yeah.
And he's been harassing her because he put cameras in there. He hacked her router system so he can like control stuff, and yeah.
So Veronica basically does the same thing to him.
Yeah. Key moment here. It's at the end of the Veronica Mars movie. I said she should probably start carrying a gun. And she is packing heat now.
She's strapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. She's got the shoulder gun, the shoulder holster.
Yeah.
My note here says that this is a much more crass Veronica Mars too.
Sure.
Because this lady's like, can you believe I sucked his dick after this? And Veronica's like, she's saying shit and all this stuff.
And Carson's played by Eliza Coupe from Happy Endings and
that show.
And she was in Scrubs and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Future Man.
So yeah, Veronica's set up a bunch of spy cameras and microphones in this ex-husband's house with the flowers, the traditional camera with the flowers. And they see him about to bang his new lady, and then Veronica starts playing yodel music on his Bluetooth speaker. She sets off an alarm. Then she gets paid by this lady. She gets like $6,000. Yeah, she
overcharges her because she hears how much she's getting in alimony or whatever, or aiming to get. So she's like, actually, it's $300 an hour, not a day. Yeah.
Yeah, because Carson's like, I thought it was $300 a day. And she's like, it was $300 an hour. You must have misheard me. And she's like, well, whatever.
I do think this was a minor moment, but then like the smoke alarm's going off, and she's like, here's a battery. Veronica just has a battery in her wallet, in her purse for some reason. And then she's like, Carson's like, oh, can you do this? I don't change that. And Veronica looks at her like, how dare you? After Veronica's just been smashing her place up and then just overcharged her by like $4,000. And is also setting this woman up to be murdered by, obviously, the guy knows who did this.
Yeah.
So he's just going to want payback again.
I thought it was weird. The low battery chirp
Yeah.
is so weird. It doesn't like factor into anything the rest of the episode. It's just like a dig at Veronica, like you're low class, I'm an 09er, you know.
Yeah, I was like, are we supposed to feel you just got everything you wanted from this rich lady? Like, you live in this town, they're your lifeblood of money. I mean, it was just a weird little beat.
I mean, maybe it's setting up something. Maybe that lady's going to die in a fire later on.
Maybe we'll never see her again.
We'll find out. So then we have Keith. He's at a grocery store. He's got a cane now. The grocery store guy is telling him like, hey, man, we got a rat problem here. And Keith is like, well, have you checked out any like exterminators or whatever? He's like, yeah, we have, but they haven't been able to help. And then there's this running gag.
Boy, this is so lame.
That you just know is going to pay off in the last episode. I was like, it's either going to pay off at the end of this episode or the last episode.
I mean, they use it all throughout this episode. Yeah.
So Keith and Veronica have a long-standing bet on who can go the longest without saying fuck. So instead of saying fuck, they're saying cuss. So it's like, what the cuss? Oh, who the cuss? And so Keith says, like, what the cuss? And the store clerk is like, what are you talking about? And then he explains the bet. But the grocery store guy's like, there's a rat here every 3 or 4 days. He shows him some footage, and there's people running out of the store. And Keith asks him again, like, have you ever thought about like getting an exterminator? And the grocery store guy is like, yeah, I already told you. I've done that. And then Keith looks like, oh, fuck. And then I was like, oh, fuck, because this is now a cognitive decline story.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the shit that's a little too close to home for me. I had a grandmother that was Alzheimer's dementia, and it's not fun. And I don't want to see Keith going through this.
Yeah, there's going to be a sad Keith season, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't like it. I didn't like that he had a cane, and now he's being forgetful. I'm already very sad.
I get that he's being forgetful when they double down later in the episode, but I also was like, what is this case? Is this guy actually having exterminator problems? Why are you guys talking in code?
Yeah.
Like I was like, are you an exterminator now, Keith? Because I don't.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. Keith thinks it might be like a prank that somebody's like putting rats in the produce or something.
I feel like this seems like you don't have to be at the grocery store. I feel like you would have got this information before you went to the grocery store.
Yeah. But, I mean,
yeah.
So Keith's solution, he's like, we'll put up some cameras all around. But it's like, the guy already has cameras.
But he only has one camera facing the shoplifting spot. He doesn't have cameras in the back. So
fair enough.
So obviously, their answer to everything is just more cameras, surveillance state.
But this grocery store guy, he's on a budget. And he doesn't make a lot of money because his grocery store is like the budget grocery store. So he can't pay Keith a lot. And Keith is like, you know what? I'm a man of the people. We'll work something out.
And this is the first mention we get of nuts here.
Yeah. So Keith comes back to the Mars Investigations office. Veronica's there. Veronica shows him the check that she got from the rich lady. And Keith is like, what the what did you do to this lady? Veronica's like, I did a little bit of this, did a little bit of that, a little bit of scissoring. Crass Veronica Mars.
So they're not saying fuck, but they're talking about scissoring in front of her.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. And Keith then asked Veronica to set up the spy cameras at the grocery store. And Veronica is doing her what the cuss nonsense. And she's like, all right, fine. And she's like sad that, Keith isn't charging this guy more. And he's like, well, we're trying to help a guy out. But then Keith asks about Logan, and she's like, Logan's somewhere. I don't know where he is. He's a naval intelligence guy. Can't tell her where she is, apparently now. But Keith invites Veronica to come to the Neptune United for a Tidy Town event at the city council.
A.K.A. Nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that. And Veronica's like, I'm not very interested in going to that. That sounds awful. So have fun there. So then Veronica goes home. They have a new dog because, backup's probably gone to the great dog park in the sky.
Yeah. New dog named Pony. Very interesting choice to add another dog into the mix.
Yeah. But Pony's there. Veronica sees it. Then she looks to her left and she sees like there's a bag. She's like, uh-oh, is Dad home?
No, she says, Daddy's home?
Oh, who's your daddy?
Oh, that's when she said it was so cringy.
But she goes outside and there's just like a bunch of spring breakers partying rowdy. I mean, she lives like a sidewalk away from the beach though, which good on her.
Yeah, I felt like that. Yeah, I don't understand how this is working anymore.
What do you mean?
Their living arrangement situation. Because Keith had the house and now she's got another little place. But this isn't the same place whatever.
No. Yeah, it's not the same place from the movie that Logan was living in.
Yeah.
Seems like a nice place. Steps away from the beach.
Noisy. It's just
very noisy with these goddamn kids partying. turn that shit down.
Veronica would be the worst neighbor.
Yeah. So she walks to the beach. She's walking the new dog, and she goes up, and we see fucking Logan Eccles. And somebody mentioned this long time ago when I was not so kind about Logan's body. Logan comes out of the beach water with his surfboard, and he's wearing like the exact same outfit that Daniel Craig James Bond is wearing.
It's the Daniel Craig James Bond out of the pool move. It's
It
100%.
literally is. I think it's the same shorts though.
I would have to check it out. I don't think it's the exact same shorts, but it's shorts and it's exactly the same shot, slow motion, backlit with the sun.
Bro's looking jacked as hell.
Yeah, all that military work.
Yeah. But Veronica's there, and she stops next to two girls that are like ogling over Logan. They're like, oh my God, he's so fucking high. I want to jump on his surfboard. And then Veronica takes, I don't know why. I don't know what this is.
Well, we get some fridge talk again. We get some dirty fridge sex talk negotiation to steal Logan away from the leering girls. And it's just a long, extended bit.
Yeah, Veronica does this thing where she's like, that guy probably doesn't have any brains. He's probably as dumb as rocks, and he's not that hot. I've seen hotter. And the girls are like, I don't care about his brains. So then Veronica goes, hey, blue shorts.
Veronica hates women so much.
She hates women and she hates men. She hates her partner. Like, I don't know who she likes. But she's like, hey, blue shorts, get over here. And then they do that whole long bit about like, I got a fridge that needs to be moved. You look like a big, strong muscle man. And then Logan goes along with it. She's like, I'll give you a hand job if you move my fridge. And the girls that are next to Veronica are like, what? Mm-hmm. And Logan's like, how about sex instead? And then Veronica's like, okay, well, I come first. And you have to do blah, 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 blah. And then Logan's like, all right, fine. And then they start walking away. And one of the other girls is like, hey, I have stuff that you could do for me. And I live on the first floor and I'll suck your dick for free. And Logan's like, meh. Or Veronica's like, hey, I already claimed him. I'm just like, what is happening?
No,
here?
Logan's like, well, that seems like a better deal. And is about to go back. Yeah. And then she's like, hey, listen up. Like she treated.
What'd I say? No talking.
Yeah. It's very funny that he would come home, go drop the bag off, and then go straight to surfing. Like, no message, no, like, I just got in. Like, just went straight to surfing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Veronica and Logan, they return back to their house, and they start making out hardcore, and then Veronica goes, I'm going to cuss your brains out. Vance just rolled his eyes so hard.
It's not even the worst one that happens in this, like, scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they bang. They make food after.
It's sexy time and kitchen play.
Yeah. And then Veronica, what's his face is Logan's brushing his teeth with his very low rise pajama pants. Bro is about to fucking be showing hog on Hulu. And Veronica's like, oh, you got a bruise on your shoulder. Where'd you get that from? And Logan makes up some Mission Impossible lie. And then Veronica just starts fucking digging through his bag.
It is insane how she's digging through his bag. Like, she's like talking to him and she's just like ripping things out and looking at it. I'm like, what kind of I know that that's their thing. They've had whole seasons where they talk about trust and boundaries. And this is just insanity.
Yeah. She like digs into his bag. She finds sand. She's like, all right, there's sand in here. You must have been in someplace, maybe Kuwait, maybe the UAE. Like, what kind of sand place were you at? And he's like, or Occam's razor.
which Veronica has never used. They like to bring up Occam's razor, but the show is not Occam's razor.
Nope. He's like, it could be that I put my bag down on the beach that's 20 feet away from our house. And she's like, okay.
And continues going through the bag.
Yep. Digging through every fucking little thing, man.
Wait, he's in the military. He's on a mission. What are you hoping to find?
Yeah, I mean, he says he's a naval intelligence officer now, so he can't tell her certain things.
Yeah.
And she's just digging through, and then somehow it gets brought up, like, marriage, and he's like, maybe we should get married. And Veronica's like, ha! Well, if you wanted to get married, there'd probably be a ring somewhere. And then Logan comes out, and he's like, how hard have you been digging in my bag? And she's like, And he's like, why don't you check the right pocket? And then she finds a ring. And then Logan comes over in his fucking little dangly ass pajama pants. And he gets on his knee and he goes, Veronica, I want to marry you. And she's like, no, stop. No, don't do this.
What she says in this moment is WTC, dude.
Yeah.
Because she can't say WTF.
I don't know why she can't say F.
This is where I was like, this whole thing is too cutesy. This whole not saying fuck, a word that they could never say normally.
Yeah. Veronica stands up while Logan's on his knee, and she's like, we're not getting married. I thought we were on the same page about this. Look at our parents. My mom, a drunk that stole $50,000 from my dad and me. That was going to be my college money that I was going to use to go to Stanford, but I went to Stanford anyway.
He's like, wait, you didn't get the Kane Scholarship? The Kane Scholarship that supports the castle?
Yeah. Remember the castle? And then she goes, look at our parents. Look at your parents. Remember your dad? He used to beat you with a belt. And he was a bad guy. He tried to kill me. And then he's dead. And then your mom jumped off a bridge. But I think she might be out there. Seaweed covered and all.
So this is all just because they got married. That's the only reason that they became psychopaths and degenerates because of that.
Because of marriage.
She's on her Bella Swan stuff right here, where she's like, yeah, I get married. No, I don't want to get married. I want to get married. No, I don't want to. Like, what are you doing?
She's just jaded from her line of work. Every day she sees cheating husbands, Vance. She doesn't want to be a part of that. She just wants to see a cheating boyfriend. That's fine with her. Boyfriends don't cheat. Husbands cheat.
When she's going through his bag, does she think that he didn't go on a mission?
I think that she's just trying to figure out where he went.
What would that do for her? Would that give her peace of mind to know that he was at some place that she can't travel to?
Yeah, Somalia or something.
Yeah, no matter what he would have said, it wouldn't have been satisfactory. Ask him about
Logan,
Mexico. Ask him about Mexico.
If I'm Logan, I'm just going to tell her any place. Yeah, I had to go to France.
Yeah.
But yeah, Logan's like, come on, dude. Like, it's not that serious. Why are you freaking out like this? And she's like, I gotta go to the nut meeting. I gotta go meet my dad at the very important community council meeting. I gotta do that.
This meeting, man.
Yeah. So Daddy Dick Casablancas is heading up this meeting. He is the main guy that's talking here. He found a used condom. He's upset that Neptune's in decline. You know, back in my day, I want to make Neptune great again. Like, the parallel is so not subtle at all, especially when, you know, Keith is like, look at this. Real estate tycoon convincing all these people that we should return to the glory days of a bygone era that never actually existed. When I was a kid, they were dumping nuclear waste in the beach, and it's all like that never existed. This happy Pleasantville that this guy's saying that we need to get back to. And I'm just like, my God, dude.
Honestly, when I saw Daddy Dick, I was like, no way he's running this. And then I just thought about real life, and I'm like, absolutely he's running this.
Yep.
It's but the parallel is like 1-to-1.
Yeah.
And
I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
And then Keith lays real estate tycoon. What is it? It's just like, all right, dude.
Hammerhead. There it is. We got it. Like, if you don't get, it's that classic streaming thing where they're like, we're going to spell it out to you.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Then Keith goes, so why'd you decide to come? And Veronica goes, well, Logan's home. And he's like, oh, hey, I'm glad that Logan's home. And Veronica goes, yeah, but then he proposed marriage to me. And Keith goes, what an asshole. I loved that moment, though. But so then they have another speaker come up. It's this woman named Nicole Malloy. And who is this lady? Who's this actress? Because she looks so familiar.
She's from The Good Place.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and the lawyer that's like asked her to come up, he's the guy that asked her to come up. He's the lawyer from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Bird Law.
Yeah, he's the Charlie's uncle.
Yeah, okay. Because this lady, Nicole Malloy, she goes up to speak, and she's saying that this whole Make Neptune Great Again shit is an attack on her bar because she thinks that Daddy Dick has it out for her because, number one, he's probably racist because she's a black lady. Number two, her bar, I think it's called Comrade Quacks. It's very popular with the spring breakers, and they have a t-shirt that says, come get your duck wet. And she's like, you just think that this is quote unquote obscene and you want to censor me and you want my bar to go down. And Daddy Dick is like, yeah, we'll have to see.
Keith would want her bar to go down just because of underage drinking that is obviously happening there.
Well, he's not sheriff, so he doesn't care anymore. Yeah. If he was still sheriff, which that's a big plot twist.
Yeah, we get a new sheriff.
Yeah, not a sheriff, chief of police.
Oh, yeah, fair. Oh, because now we don't have they're now incorporated or whatever, maybe? I don't know.
Who the fuck knows, man? We'll probably get to the bottom of that. But, like, they're not wearing the tan. It's like cops.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Nicole thinks that Daddy Dick is targeting her bar with these ordinances, along with some other stuff, and racism.
And we get the first of two moments where Veronica goes, who is she?
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. So then Veronica, we go to Comrade Quacks. We see what it's all about. We see the big line. It's a big party bar. Like, you know, it seems like it's on the water. It seems kind of tiki-ish. All the spring breakers are there. Like a kind of a senior frogs stand-in type of thing. And it's popular, man. There's a lot of people there. It's hopping. And then we see a couple of different groups of people. We see a bunch of nerd bros that are there talking, and they're nerdy. They look like, you know, the Settlers of Catan, Dungeons and Dragons type of people. And they're there, and they're like, we have to try to talk to girls. Like, we're not going to hook up with anybody if we never talk to girls. So we need to play the rejection game, which is a thing from pickup artists from long ago.
Yeah. I think I would have enjoyed playing the rejection game just because it would have been fun, but I would not have been doing it as a pickup artist back door into possibly hooking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like a pickup artist practice was like, you just go to the mall and you say hi to as many people as you can, just show like nothing bad is going to happen to you just talking to people.
Which actually isn't a bad, like, get yourself out of things. But then it's once you get past that level and it's like, now close the deal and make them sleep. That's when it's...
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like this is fine, I read a couple of those books and I was like, okay.
Oh, that's the reading that you've done. Joe's like, I don't read, but I read all of the pickup artists.
I mean, like 85% of the way is like how to gain confidence, how to show that like you're, you know, a lot of the advice is like shower regularly, go to the gym, build confidence.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be afraid of with talking to people. It's the last 15% where it's like skeezy.
Yes.
So, yes. So they're doing this rejection game. Whoever collects the most rejections wins. And if you don't get rejected, then you're, you know, dancing with a girl or like talking to a girl, which is like
I think they're playing the game wrong, though. I think they're going too hard to get rejected.
Yeah, based on what we see,
Yeah.
they're not doing it very well because there's this just absolutely stunning, beautiful, hot lady who is talking to somebody and she's like, I don't care. I swear to God, I will fuck anybody in this bar. I'll fuck strangers. I don't care. And then one of the nerd bros like taps her on the shoulder and he's like, well, I heard that you're looking for some strange dick. There's no dick stranger than mine.
It was like, wait, you got to just get rejected. You don't aim like that hard to get rejected. He's like describing his crooked dick and shit.
Yeah. And then she's like, are you kidding me, dude? Get the fuck away from me. And then that guy turns to his nerd bro friends. He's like, hell yeah. I'm going to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's going on with that group of nerdy friends. So now there's douche bro group. There's a girl who is like passed out at this bar. She's lying down on a couch and the douche bros, they see this and they're like, oh bro, let's go fuck with her. So then the one, I don't know his name. I'm just gonna call him Head Douche.
Yeah, that's fine.
He goes over to her. He places her head to make it look like she's sucking his dick or something. And he tells his friends to like take a picture. Meanwhile, Nicole Malloy, the bar owner lady, she sees this happening. She puts on some fucking like studded gloves.
Yeah, her biker gloves, studded biker gloves.
Michael Jackson style. Yeah. Like semi brass knuckles, walkies into her security like, hey, booth 19, there's some shit going down. So she walks over to this scene where the guys are like being dickheads to this passed out girl. She takes the guy's phone, smashes it. And then the douche bro is like, hey, bro, what are you doing? That's my fucking phone. You can't do that. And she's like, I can do whatever I want. I'll do this. And then she punches him with her little brass knuckle leather gloves. And then the douche bro is like, what the fuck? Then a bunch of security guards come in. And then she's like, you're not going to do this shit in my bar. Fuck you. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I like Nicole Malloy.
Yeah, I mean, they've gone really hard to make her a badass. I was like, oh, why'd she punch the guy when she has security coming? But she just like, the security looks at her like, and she's like, I don't know. She's got a temper. She's a quick trigger like Veronica.
Yeah. Does she have an accent? She has an accent.
Yeah,
right?
she's Australian.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah,
I believe she's Australian. Because she's New Zealand or something. I think she's Australian.
Yeah. But security intervenes, breaks up everything, and she kicks the guys out of the bar. And then she's like, everybody fucking remember to tip your waitresses. So then we go to Tijuana. Completely different outside of a lot of this that's been going on so far. It's two dudes driving. They got somebody in their trunk. One guy is really nervous about it. He's like, oh, fuck, man, we got this guy in the trunk. And the guy that's driving is like, don't even fucking worry about it, man. It's chill. And the other guy's all nervous still. And then they see cops. And they're like, fuck, man, the cops are here. They're doing like inspections. Like, what are we going to do? And then the driving guy is kind of like, just fucking go with it, man. It's fine. It'll be cool. So the cops stop him. They hear the guy banging in the trunk. And they're like, open your trunk. And the guy driving's like, hey, man, why don't you just hold on a second? And they're like, no, motherfucker, open the trunk. And then he name drops
Despiadado,
which I'm assuming is like the big mob boss in Tijuana. And he's like, we're associates of El Despiadado. And if you're going to like hassle us, that means that you're hassling him. And I don't think you want to be hassling him, do you? And then the cops immediately back down. They're like, oh, so sorry. We had no idea. Go along. And then this guy, out of the goodness of his heart.
not the goodness of his heart.
He slips the cops a couple bucks. And the cops are like, oh, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. And then he goes on his merry little way with his dude in the trunk.
How much is it worth to let a guy get murdered?
Yeah.
Maybe that guy did something bad. Who knows? The guy driving the car who covered in blood, he's probably a good guy, right?
He's out of the goodness of his heart. He throws these cops a couple bucks.
Literal blood money. Yeah, I think this guy was in Westworld. Which,
okay.
Yeah.
The driving guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Alonzo is his name?
Yeah, I think
we'll find
so.
out later, I think.
This might be a double Westworld week for us, actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So they get to their destination, and they pop the trunk. Dude gets out, and then they bash him in the head with a shovel, and then they shoot him, and he's dead. So then we go back to sad Keith taking pills, looking all forlorn.
This montage.
Keith doing some exercises for his physical therapy. I hated this.
The douchebag physical therapist that's just on the phone the whole time.
Yeah, on his phone, sunglasses on, not paying attention to Keith.
I know Keith doesn't have the best medical coverage,
insurance,
but you're still Keith. Don't let this guy get away with this.
Yeah, like Keith is trying to do his exercises. The guy's like staring at his phone, like, "Oh yeah, just a couple more. Great job." Keith keeps looking back like this guy's a piece of shit. He doesn't.
Keith, you got to have some favors to call in after all the rich people you help. Just like, hey, can I get like a 3-day PT service with someone and I do some other work for you? You gotta. That's all it is. It's a favor game now.
Yep.
And this guy, I'm like, you gotta move. Even you just move to another PT in this place. Like this guy.
Yeah. But then we see Keith at the doctor's office, and he's telling the doctor that he's been having headaches and memory loss, and it's becoming more and more frequent. It's getting worse. And his doctor is a guy that was in a couple of I Think You Should Leave sketches.
Yeah.
And the doctor's like, well, it says that you were in a car accident, a pretty bad one. And I was like, oh, is this the Harmony one? But then Keith says he was in a car accident in 2013, and that timeline doesn't add up.
Did you not remember last week's movie?
Oh, you're right. Yes. You're right.
We literally watched him get in a car.
I forgot about that car accident.
You thought this was from Harmony?
Yeah. Remember, because he was in that car accident.
Yeah, but he was banging away after that. What are you talking about? That limp was from something else.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But yes, the car accident from the movie. Yes, I did forget about that. But the doctor's like, well, we can get you a CT scan. And Keith's like, well, how much is that going to cost? And the doctor goes, well, how good is your insurance? And Keith is kind of like, it's not that great. Mm-hmm. He's like, it probably cost you like $1,000 at least. And Keith is like, fuck.
He should do it. He honestly should do it with the $6,000 they just made that they did not think they were going to make.
Yeah. But then the doctor prescribes him Rizidine or something.
I didn't even look it up.
Yeah, I didn't either. But prescribes Keith some pills, and it's like, oh man, I don't like this.
Get the CT scan. Sad. Drop the $2,000 on the CT scan. You should figure out what it is. Get ahead of it. They have the extra money.
Yeah. So we have Veronica installing some cameras at the grocery store, and they do a whole cuss you bit together.
Ugh, that's what my feeling was for that. It's a long one, and they don't feel like they are enjoying it. That's, I think, the issue with some of the bits. Some of the bits feel forced, like they have to do it. Like, I don't feel like Keith is into it, but also his character is just coming from the physical, like, bad news. So now he's doing the bit reluctantly. And it's just, and Veronica can't read his cues. So she's just like, I'm going to keep doing the bit, not realizing that he doesn't want to. And it just, I don't know.
Well, Veronica asked him how the doctor's appointment went, and he's like, fit as a fiddle. I'm a poster child of good health. And Veronica's like, really? How did it actually go?
Can't wait for her to sneak into the doctor's office and steal his files again.
Yeah. But Keith is I love that Keith is like, well, don't time my 40 or anything, but like, I'm doing fine. Like, you said I'm doing good. And Veronica's like, all right, sure. And then, this is where Veronica gets kind of upset that the grocery store guy isn't paying them a lot. Mm-hmm. And then Keith is like, well, you could use your law degree to earn us some money. And Veronica's like, I guess I could just keep scamming 09ers though, dude. Like,
yeah, she looks like he just said the worst thing he could possibly say to her when he says that.
Right? She was about to be hired at Truman and Mann or whatever the law Jamie Lee Curtis was going to hire her for.
Yeah. Just, all right. Like, I guess there's a way for her to do both. I mean, she went to school and college and was also solving crimes.
She can't be a lawyer and solve crimes.
Okay, yeah.
Can't do it.
Okay.
From athletic stuff like a full court pickup game, swish, to athletic-ish stuff like a half-mile stroll. Get those steps in. Head to Sierra or Sierra.com for the brands you want at the prices that let you do it all. From athletic to athletic-ish, Sierra's got it.
Good sleep is everything. That's why Ollie's Science Back Support is made with a blend of melatonin and L-theanine for both kiddos and grown-ups. So when your mind won't switch off, you've got something that can help. Your racing thoughts and restless nights won't stand a chance. Find Ollie Sleep Solutions for the whole family at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com.
So then we go to some spring break party, and we're in the, what is it, Sea Sprite?
Sea Sprite, yeah.
Motel. And it's the owner and his daughter. His daughter's like complaining to her dad, like, oh, you put cinnamon in my coffee. And he's like, oh, isn't it your mom's weekend to be with you anyway? And it seems like the girl doesn't want to be with the mom. And two people come up to this store owner, motel owner, and they're like, hey, we'd like to have a refund for our stay because, you know, I actually got a room at the Neptune Grand instead, and we haven't used any of our days here. So we just want to refund like the 5 nights. And then the owner is like, well, that's going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get into a little bit of a disagreement about how that's going to work.
Yeah, stay at the murder hotel, Neptune Grand.
Bro, can you imagine the documentary that's going to be made about the Neptune Grand,
Yes.
bro?
What's the place in
The Cecil Hotel
yeah,
or
the
whatever?
Cecil, yeah.
Bro, the Neptune Grand, though.
Yeah, no, they're probably charging more because it's like, come see the site of the unsolved Aaron Eccles murder. Who do they think killed him? Do they think Logan killed him? Who do they think killed Aaron Eccles?
Oh, yeah. It's because Clarence Weedman, because Duncan called in the favor.
Yeah, but who do they think executed him?
Kendall Casablancas?
No, because she just walked away and got the money from Beaver's scam after that.
His name is Cassadia.
I should put some more respect on the name of a mass murderer. You're right.
Mass murderer rapist.
Yeah. Yes. Jeez.
So then we have the bros, the douche bros from the Commodore Quack or whatever. They're talking about how they're going to sue the bar because they're like all law kids or whatever. And then we get our big cameo here. Patton Oswalt is here delivering pizza from Cho's Pizza.
Wait, this is Patton Oswalt from Dollhouse? The show we reviewed on Patreon?
Yes, patreon.com/boys watching Buffy. Couple episodes with Patton Oswalt.
Some epic episodes with Patton Oswalt.
Very, very epic episodes.
What a show.
I forget that we did that show. And then I look at the Blu-rays that I have and I go, yeah. I have that show on Blu-ray.
Yes.
Paul, that fucking guy.
Gosh, Boyd.
Oh my God, Boyd. Patreon.com/boys watching Buffy. What a fucking interesting show. What an interesting show that was.
Quote unquote for that one was wild.
Yeah. Yeah. But Patton Oswalt is the pizza delivery boy.
He's a man, Joe. He's a pizza delivery man.
But the douche bros see Patton Oswalt with the pizza and they're like, oh yeah, hey, we ordered the pizza. And Patton Oswalt is like, oh yeah, pepperoni and a cheese. And they're like, yeah, that's it. He's like, no, motherfucker, I have mushroom and onions in here. I know that you're lying. And then they're like, well, whatever, fuck you, dude. So he goes to what he thinks is his destination. We see the nerd guys playing some kind of D&D style game in their motel room. And they're all like, well, we're never going to talk to chicks if you're like on the internet. And it's like, well, you're never going to talk to chicks if you're playing D&D. And so the one kid is like, I'm going to go downstairs because the Wi-Fi is out. I'm going to talk to the motel owner.
Yep.
So then Patton Oswalt goes to a room that he thinks the pizza is supposed to be delivered to.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big rager going on in there. And the hot chick from Commander Quacks that turned down the one nerdy guy is the one who answers the door. And she's like, anybody order pizza? And nobody ordered the pizza. And you're in the wrong place. So he goes up to finally the nerd D&D guy's rooms. And he's like, all right, here's your pizza, guys. And they don't tip him, which I was like, oh, come on, nerdy guys.
Yeah.
I was like in your corner, and then they're like, no, we're not going to fucking tip you.
Yeah, they do
And I was
some
like,
quote from something. I didn't even know the reference, but it was like, there's no tip, but there's some. I don't know exactly where that quote's from. I would assume some star.
Yeah, it's some kind of like all will be
Star Trek,
rewarded at the gates of Valhalla or some bullshit like that.
I do want to give a shout out to the guy that the girl told to talk to Patton Oswalt. Because she brings another guy. I have to go down to the office because some girl missed, she needs her makeup or something. And this guy, it's just like, hey man, what's up? Now, what do you got here? He opens it, looks at the address, and he's like, oh, you got the wrong room. And the number of the 6 and 9 flipped down. The 6 became a 9 or whatever. And I was just like, wow, that guy was actually helpful.
Yeah, that guy was. He was very like calm.
Yeah.
Wasn't a douche to Patton Oswalt.
No.
He was just kind of like, oh, yeah, no, you're in the wrong spot.
It didn't feel right for the show. It didn't feel right for the show. He was so helpful.
Yeah.
Right.
So then we go back to the douche bros. They see a hot chick walking to the office.
Yeah.
It's the hot chick with the pizza and from Commander Quacks. She's going to the office. This main head douche bro is like, oh, I see some chick that I want to hit on. So he's going to go to the office to hit on her. Everybody now reconvenes at the office. Patton Oswalt's there. He's giving pizza to the daughter of the motel owner. Head douche bro's there to hit on the hot girl. The couple that was there trying to get a refund, they're still there arguing with the motel owner. And then the guy from that Neptune Grand motel couple starts to take a phone call.
Yeah, and you got the other guy want the Wi-Fi. He's there too.
Yeah, the guy, the nerdy guy that wanted the Wi-Fi. We find out from the hot girl, she knows the Neptune Grand couple woman, and the Neptune Grand couple woman is like, yeah, my boyfriend's family hates me because he's the brother of like a congressman, and they're trying to get this guy into politics as well, and they offered her $50,000 to walk away from the relationship, and she turned it down. Douche bro shows up, and he's like hitting on the hot girl, invites her to a party, and she's like, all right, maybe I'll swing by. And he's like, maybe you should.
He has a shiner too. He's got a black eye, and he's like,
yeah, from Nicole Malloy.
You should see the other guy. And I was like, man, he's got his game. His riz is rizzing that hard with the black eye walking up to her. And I was like, all right.
So then hot girl leaves to go do some, or does she leave? No, she doesn't.
She doesn't. I don't know. She's in the vicinity.
She starts to walk away. Yeah,
she's in the vicinity.
And then douche bro goes to the vending machine and it, like eats his money. He starts shaking the vending machine violently.
Yeah. And the hotel owner's daughter, he sent her to the car to do work or study or something.
Yeah, get something. And Patton Oswalt is like, all right, well, there's your pizza. I'll see you later. And Patton Oswalt walks out, sees the daughter, tips his cap to her. And then after he tips his cap, the bomb explodes in the hotel office area.
Yeah. I want to say two things. One is minor nitpick. I think the hotel owner does not have the constitution to deal with the amount of people that are in this hotel. Like the guy shaking the vending machine. He's like, hey guys, don't do this. I'm like, you know how much rowdy chaos is happening in this drunken hotel? Yeah. The guy shaking the vending machine is like nothing.
Yeah, I mean, if you see the amount of people that are in the pool
and in the room that Patton Oswalt goes to the first time.
Yeah, like you got bigger problems, hotel sea Sprite guy.
And then when the office blows up, the only thing I could think is I wish we didn't get the 2 days earlier opener. This would have been so much better if you were
Like
just
a big surprise.
Yeah, if you were just watching and you were just like, why are we following these people?
Yeah.
And then it blows up. But meanwhile, I'm just waiting for the bomb to go off. And it's not waiting for the bomb to go off in a way that's like, I'm not waiting for it like I'm anticipating and I'm like nervous. I'm just like, let's get it over with so the story can progress. Because the story doesn't progress until the bomb goes off. Like now the story is starting.
Yeah.
I didn't like the 2 days earlier opener. I thought it didn't add anything to this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But I do feel like at the 2 days earlier opener, she's in a different location. She's not at the hotel, is she?
I don't know, but she's in front of an explosion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I wasn't really, I mean, it was the opening scene. I wasn't that locked in. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I was watching, but I didn't have any context of being like, oh, is this the sea sprite they're at? Or is this, because she mentioned multiple bombings too.
Yeah, I was going to say, she calls the guy the mad bomber of Neptune.
Yeah.
So that would kind of mean that there's multiple bombings.
Yeah, so I just know that we're going to get a bombing. So when I'm following a bunch of strangers, I'm like, okay, something's happening here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it.
So
I don't like the 2 days opening. I've never liked and this is what happened before. Sometimes it works, but about 80% of the time it's...
Fair enough. So then Veronica's hearing about this explosion on the phone from Keith, and she's like, oh my God, 4 people died. The motel owner died. The nerd bro that wanted the Wi-Fi died. Douche bro died. And the Neptune Grand couple woman died.
Yes, she died. Yes.
And she was the partner of the Congressman Daniel Malouf's brother.
Yeah, Alex Malouf.
Okay.
The guy that was on the phone.
Yeah. So Veronica is now hanging out with Wallace. They're getting dinner together. It's Wallace is an 09er now. He's got a big old fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a kid. Logan's playing with Wallace's kid, and Veronica sees this, and she's like, oh no, he's gonna try and knock me up.
When did Wallace and Logan become buddies?
Probably within the 5 years since we last saw them together.
When he leaves on 180-day trips.
Yeah.
All right.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
When I saw Logan with that baby, I was like, Wallace, snatch your child away from this man.
Take it away from bad luck, Logan.
Yeah. But Wallace is married to a lawyer. Yeah.
Yeah. He married up.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still a high school teacher, JV basketball coach, but
probably. Yeah.
Wallace is moving on up.
I wonder if Veronica could get a job at the law firm that the wife works at.
She does have that law degree. She needs to put it to good use. But Wallace and Veronica and Logan and Wallace's wife, they're all having dinner together, and Veronica's not really paying attention because she's like still enamored and interested in this bombing case, and she's reading about it on her phone, and she's not paying attention. Like, they're trying to talk to her, and Veronica's like, sorry, what?
How are they all not talking about the bombing?
Right?
Like, it was down the street.
Yeah. Well, it's not that interesting. That's just a Tuesday in Neptune, man.
Yeah, like, Cards Against Humanity. Let's go.
Yeah. Bro, when Logan was like, I'd love to play Cards Against Humanity, I was like, ew, dude.
I gotta say, Veronica is still digging to find out where he went on a mission. And that was so annoying to me. She's just like, yeah, I don't know where he went. He won't tell. Like, she's so pissed off. It's not like he's keeping a secret that is not like government sanctioned. Like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so weird. I know that's her personality, but that would drive me crazy.
But it's annoying.
Yeah.
But it's annoying. So yeah, that's where they're at. And then we have what is perhaps my favorite scene of this whole episode.
Yeah.
We have Cliff walking around the Neptune hospital chipper and cheery as a motherfucker. Handing out his business card to potential clients.
Mm-hmm.
Like they even drop the fucking insult of like ambulance chaser, but like he looks so happy to be like, "Hi, Cliff McCormick. If you've been wronged, here's my card." And they're playing a Wolfpack song called Mr. Finish Line underneath of it all, and it's so perfect.
The funniest part of this, what you said later, was like they call him an ambulance chaser, and I'm just like, you don't have to say it. We get we get it. That's the streaming model that has come in, where it's like, okay, you did the thing, now say the thing. It's like we got it. I just watched this guy do a montage like he's the main character in this sitcom. Walk through the hospital, doing spin moves, handing his card to injured people from the bombing, high-fiving, flirting with
Oswalt.
nurses.
He's flirting with the chief of police and everything too.
Yeah.
And then he goes into the hot girl's room and he's like, "Yeah, a pretty girl like you shouldn't be sad about this. Here, Cliff McCormick, attorney at law. I've been practicing law for 20 years. Yeah. He gives it to Patton Oswalt. It's so fucking funny though.
Yeah.
I love Cliff, dude. Cliff is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But then he goes over to the Congressman brother room and and Congressman Maloof is there with his mom, and he's like, "Oh, hello, Congressman. Do you need a lawyer?"
Is that his wife?
No, it's
Is that the mom
mom.
of this is mom? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's there, and the chief of police of Neptune comes over, and the congressman's brother Alex lost a hand. The fiance is dead, he gives the congressman a card, and he wants that guy's like, "I just want to find out who did this to my brother. Do you know anybody? Because it seems like I don't trust these police officers here in Neptune. They seem incompetent." And Cliff is like, "I think I might know somebody."
Camera pushes in on his face.
Yeah.
That's Cliff.
Yeah.
Now, he says that he thinks the police officers aren't capable of handling this. But I gotta say, this new police chief, who's from, I think, a different world, actors from a different world, like from the show, The Different World.
Yeah. But also a different world aside from that.
Yeah. They have a black police chief, Langdon. Black female police chief, Langdon, which I was like, when did that turn happen? But she questions the congressman about his brother switching hotels right before the bombing and wondering if people were targeting. Did you know anything beforehand? Were you trying to make a switch before this happened? Did you get tipped off? Granted, it's happening very soon after this all went down. But valid line of questioning, I thought.
No, yeah. I mean, this police chief is doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
And like when we see later that, obviously they're going to hire Mars Investigations.
Mm-hmm.
Keith is basically asking the same questions.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why he's like, "I don't trust these cops to," like, bro, you're in the government.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he realizes that,
Yeah. It's going to be more twists and turns to this story, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like this chief of police, especially compared to Lamb, the Lamb brothers.
Yeah.
The Lamb brothers and Keith.
Yeah.
Who was like ousted twice.
Yeah, Keith was ousted twice.
I don't know, man. We don't know if he was ousted, but he did get investigated for tampering with evidence.
He might have lost a re-election, but
yeah.
Yeah.
So the congressman is in Keith's office, and he did some checking, and Keith is a well-respected PI in Neptune, and Keith is like, well, to some people. But this old lady, Maloof, the mom, she looks at Veronica and she's like, "I want some tea." And Keith is about to be like, "Yo, that's my daughter, and she's like an actual PI and all this shit." But Veronica's like, no, I'll get some tea. And she like turns to Keith because the congressman is like, "So what's your rate?" And she's like looking at Keith, and he's like, "Well, we'll discuss rate." And then off screen, Veronica yells like, "It's $300 an hour with a $5,000 retainer."
Mm-hmm.
And then Keith is like, she does the books here. But Keith is asking him, like, why would somebody want to target your brother? What, does somebody want to, like, hurt you? Or, like, why would somebody do this? Typical stuff,
Yeah. If Veronica only cared about money, I don't think she'd be doing this job. It's such a weird turn for what we know. And if the next episode isn't Keith getting that CT scan, then I don't know what the hell the point of making $11,000 in 2 days is for. But it seems like that's her driving force now, is to make money. And if that was her driving force, it wouldn't be taking these random cases, which is not her driving force. It's, I don't know.
Yeah. But seems like the Congressman is going to be hiring Mars Investigations to investigate this case.
He looked into it, Keith, too. He was like, you're well respected. And Keith's like, that's some. So he did some homework, at least. He didn't just walk into a random office based off of Cliff's recommendation.
So then we go back to Tijuana. Some hot lady doing yoga by a pool. And there's El Despiadado. He's talking, I guess, to his ex-wife about her nephew was killed. And she's going to have a birthday party, and she needs people there to be like security or whatever, right? Or to look into the nephew killing.
Yeah, she wants to look in it. This is the actress Alanna Ubach from Waiting, Legally Blonde, Euphoria, Hacks, Ted. She was in It's Always Sunny as Frank's pretty woman. She has been in everything. Ted, the TV show, not the movies. She's great in Ted, the TV show. But she wants him to send people because her nephew, I believe, the nerdy kid that wanted Wi-Fi, was killed. So she wants him to look into it.
Okay. So then we go to like some of this cartels, underlings. They're there watching kids play soccer, and then a head gets tossed over the fence. And Alonso, the guy that was driving the car earlier in Tijuana that paid off the cops, he sees the head. It's in a bag. He sees whose head it is. It was the nervous guy. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, shit. And he puts the head back in the bag. He just walks away because somebody's like, hey, Alonso, El Despiadado wants to talk to you. He's like, all right, give me a minute. Yeah. Like the most nonchalant, like a head just got tossed over this fence. Like, oh, well, there's that. I guess we got to do something about that. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be there in a second.
While a bunch of kids were playing soccer, and he was like, hey, don't fight.
Yeah, this is football.
Yeah.
No fighting.
Yeah.
There's no fighting in football.
No fighting in football.
So he goes to meet with El Despiadado, and he's like, hey, my ex-wife, she's having a birthday party in Neptune. I gotta send you Alonso and somebody else to find out who killed her nephew, Gabriel. And you need to find out who killed Gabriel, and then you have to kill that person.
Bring me his head.
Alonso's like, all right.
Yeah, they give him a wad of cash and tell him they can take any car.
Yeah.
I forget, they take
the Yukon? Yeah, but not the bulletproof one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Take any of them but the Maybach.
Yeah.
What about the Yukon? Not the bulletproof Yukon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that they said not bulletproofed here because we know Veronica has a gun and they have a non-bulletproof car. I would not have assumed the car was bulletproof, but also they wanted someone that spoke English because they had to go to Neptune, right?
Yeah.
Now, I wonder this season if Veronica will be able to understand Spanish or not.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Because she used to understand Spanish and then she forgot it.
But then she could understand. She could hear it and understand it, but she couldn't speak it.
No.
Was that what it was?
No, she understood it when Weevil's cousin was talking about it. And then she couldn't understand anything when people were trying to describe the big boobs.
Oh, yeah, that car. Yeah, that Bronco.
Yep.
So, yeah, Alonso's going to Neptune. So we have the cops looking at the Sea Sprite motel. They're investigating. Keith and Veronica are there. And Keith asks Veronica about, hey, how did Logan take rejecting his proposal? And Veronica's like, ugh, I caught him playing with a baby. Keith is like, this guy, you should just dump him, man.
I guess Keith is coming around on Logan now.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But they see Patton Oswalt doing an interview for the news. And Veronica goes, who's that guy? Keith's like, that's the pizza delivery guy. He's been doing interviews all over the place. He's like the main point of contact for this bombing situation. Like he's going everywhere. And then she looks over and she sees the motel owner's daughter. And she's like, who's that girl? And Keith's like, that's the motel owner's daughter. She was just outside the motel when the bomb went off. And then she's like playing around in the rubble.
And then Veronica looks at someone else. She's like, who's that guy? She's like, I don't know. It's just some guy walking by. What are you talking about? Stop. Stop.
And who's that? It's me. It's your dad, Keith Mars.
The one funny part here is he's like, I'm going to go talk to her. And then he like hobbles off to go talk to this girl. I'm just like, maybe send in Veronica, the more age and gender focus. I don't like. It seems like Veronica would be the better person to go over there to try to talk to this potentially grieving teenage girl. But no, Veronica has to sit here and monologue via wise.
She has to look off, stare at this little girl from far away, and she's like, "I knew I should have walked away from that Sea Sprite bombing investigation, but you know me, Veronica Mars. I can't turn away from a good case, but I wish I had. But then, there's a girl that I started to care about."
No,
I feel like this was more the noir than anything in previous Veronica Mars.
I know I brought up quote unquote before, but this is my bull cuss quote of the episode. To play the game that they're playing.
Cuss you, Vance. I thought you hated that cussing game.
This is the bull cuss quote of the episode. Veronica's standing there looking at this girl digging through the rubble, which the cops are just letting her do now. And it's like
police do not cross, but she's like playing hopscotch in the rubble.
And it's like the night after. It's like a day later. It's not even like during the day, just so it can be moody. But Veronica goes, I like to think I would have walked away if we didn't need the money. Knowing what I know now, I wish I had. Bull cuss. No way you were ever walking away from this, regardless of the money.
Yeah.
There was a bombing no way.
After watching the movie too, where she's like, I have an addiction.
Yeah, no way. So then
you do this shit for free, my dude.
So then they follow this up with another quote. And she goes, but there was a girl and I started to care about this girl. And if you know anything about me, that's not a good thing. Now, that's not verbatim what she said, but it's roughly what she said there. And I also hate this line because of what I believe it's teasing. And I don't think we need that extra tease that there's something suspicious about this girl. Like I don't know. I just thought they kind of went really heavy-handed here. But it made no sense when she was like, I would have walked away. She would have never walked away from a bombing.
Yeah.
You've investigated a bombing. That was all of season 2.
Yeah. But that is where the episode ends. I kind of like it.
Less complicated plot right now. We'll see if the rest of the season is more complicated.
I don't know if I like it because it's more in line with like modern television. Like it seems, obviously it's filmed differently.
No, I mean like grittier... Buffy's not in more in line with modern TV though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got like a bit of a grittier tone. I don't know if that's it.
No, you like Freaks and Geeks. That's as not gritty as you can get.
Then I don't know. It's just like Apple Jacks. People ask me why I like it, and I say I don't know. I just do. I think this is promising. How many episodes is this?
8 or 10.
8 episodes.
8 episodes.
Yeah. The next episode is titled Chino and the Man.
Ooh, we're gonna get those Tijuana, Mexico people coming into town trying to set up shop. I wonder where they're gonna stay. You think they go to the Grand?
They go to the Grand. Did you see that wad of cash they got? They're going to the Grand. Dude.
Hey, we need to hold a credit card. How about some bloody ones in a $100 bill?
In my looking at the title of the next episode, I saw a little bit of a spoiler situation. for Chino. Not necessarily this episode, but I know something, so I am going to abstain from a prediction.
I'll say those guys make it to Neptune. We see them kind of around. And I think another big issue we're going to go back to Daddy Dick and what's her name?
Malloy.
And
Nicole Malloy.
Nicole. It's going to be a thing where this bombing really puts a damper on the businesses because she said she made her whole year's worth of money in these week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And now everybody has to go. Yeah. Spring break's kind of over.
Yeah.
So
spring break, spring break forever.
Spring break forever.
Title of this episode.
But I think we're gonna see some more of her having some issues and Veronica like teaming up with her to stop Daddy Dick from bulldozing her. I don't know. Yeah.
From trumping her out of town.
Yeah. It's crazy that in this town that this one bar would be. I think he just wants it for the property value, obviously.
Yeah, he probably wants to build some more developments there or whatever.
Oh, well, they got to build a new motel, and her place is prime real estate.
True.
Just besides the real estate that was just destroyed.
Comrade Quacks, baby. That's location.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to say about Spring Break Forever?
No, we're back in it. Season 4, like you said, we're away from some of the sexual assault stuff, so that's a plus for right now.
So far.
For right now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for listening. Pretty straightforward podcast, pretty straightforward episode. I'm excited to see where it goes. I really liked this episode. Thought it was pretty good. Join our Discord. Let us know what you thought about it. Have you watched the season 4 of Veronica Mars before? If not, how are you feeling about it? Join our Discord. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/boyswatchingbuffy. Covering True Blood. Got all those movies on there. Instagram, TikTok @boyswatchingbuffy, boyswatchingbuffy@gmail.com. If you want to shout out, Apple Podcast 5-star rating and review, Spotify 5-star rating, screenshot, send it into us. You know what? Follow me on Instagram. Just follow Jojo Vavoom. I've been getting some people on my @JoeWelke on Instagram. I feel like that's kind of a dead account at this point. Like I don't really post a lot of shit on there. Jojo Vavoom is where it's at. For the fun stuff. Amazon wishlist. We have that. And stay tuned next time for when we talk about Chino and the Man.
What exactly did you do for that lady?
Feminist stuff? We got mad, we got even, some scissoring.
When the going gets tough, get after it with NOS Energy. Keep your foot flat to the floor and never let off. Thunder from top gear to no fear. Never back down, never slow down. Your body is machined with 800 horses coursing through its veins. So go hard, go fast. Go on, grab a can of NOS Energy and get after it.
Seltzer Kings.
Podcasts.